So guys, let's make oha soup. So this is going to be our ingredients for oha soup. So here, this is our oha leaf. This is so important in making oha soup. So we're using this protein. These are dried catfish. This is our stockfish. This is our crayfish. And this here is the ogiri. It's a local ingredients for the oha soup. So I also got my beef and momo. So this is a part of my proteins, and I also have dried titus fish. So this is our cocoyam. It's called ede in Igbo language. So this is very, very important. It is for the thickening of the soup. That is why we're using it. So we're going through the natural process of making a thickener. So you also be learning about that. So guys, let's get started. So we're going to be cooking this evening for up to 40 minutes. So I just put the water above the cocoyam. So while the ede is cooking, so the next thing we're doing, I want the meat to also be cooking. So I will just because it's soup, I'm going to put everything. Let me share this story with you why you watch me cook this delicious oha soup. So when I was in secondary school, I think SS1, that's senior secondary school. Something happened a particular day, and that was the day I actually realized the strength God has given me. So this day I woke up very early to start washing my clothes. In fact, I was getting ready for school the next week. So my mom and my aunts, my siblings, everybody was also getting ready for an event I don't even know about. And what I heard was, stop whatever you're doing, we're all going to the farm. And in my mind I was like, why didn't you tell me this? Like, I had other things scheduled, I had plans for this day. And I come from a home, or will I say it's very common with every African home, like children do not have a say. You don't have a day planned for yourself. You just wake up and then you join the plan for the day. And even if you have something to do, you don't have reason to say no or to say why. So I knew it was going to be a hard thing, but something in my mind just told me, you just have to finish washing this clothes. You're not going anywhere until you finish washing the clothes. Well, how do I stand one person against 5 people? That is not even possible. Well, somehow I knew in my mind I wasn't going to agree with them. So my mom has said, leave what you're doing, we're going to the farm. And then I said, I have to sorry. And then I said, we have to finish this clothes. I'm not going anywhere if I don't finish this clothes. My mom was like, we'll see now, we'll see. My other siblings, everybody was just looking at me like, mommy will not agree. So I continued washing the clothes. Then my aunt came from nowhere, and my aunt started shouting, don't let me meet you there. If I meet you there still washing those clothes, I will do this, I will do that. I just told myself, anything that will happen, let it happen. I must not leave this clothes. So my mom was already shouting, saying they are going, and if they don't go now, if the sun meets them, they won't be able to achieve anything. And I told my mom, okay, don't worry, just go. When you get to the farm, I'll come and meet you when I'm done. My mom said no. So my mom kind of, a mother knows her child. She knows I will not come somehow. So she said, if I get to the farm before you, you are gone. And obviously I knew I was going to be gone, but I did not mind to be gone. Just allow me finish the clothes. Then my aunt came and she brought all the clothes I have washed down, the ones I had spread that was ready under the sun. She brought everything down. She was dragging the buckets that was using to wash my clothes with me. She was telling me, you must leave this place now. And I said no. I was crying, but I was dragging the bucket. I was crying. I refused to leave the bucket. If she brings my clothes down, I will bring them back. I will continue rinsing them. I'll continue washing them. I was crying, but I refused to leave those clothes. So she kept on dragging, and then my godmother came into the matter, and then my godmother called her and told her that, this girl is a very, very strong-willed. I don't know if that makes sense, but she just said something to my aunt that they should let me be. They should let me be so that they don't kill me. Since I will not listen, they should just leave me alone. That will come around. So that was how everybody went to the farm, and I made sure I washed all my clothes, and then I spread everything, and I went to meet them in the farm. When I got to the farm, everybody had already planned. They wouldn't give me food to eat. They would do this to me like I was just the topic of the day. So in my heart, I'm like, this farm, I'm going to walk and walk. In fact, that day I was ready to die in the farm. I told myself I would not leave this farm. I will walk till they come and carry my dead body from the farm. That was how serious I was. I just started walking. In the fact that I walked and walked, everybody had left the farm because nobody was talking to me. Everybody had left the farm, and I was the only one left there still walking. I walked from probably 9 a.m. to almost evening. I was still walking. My mom will send some of my village brothers to come and check on me, and they would tell her that I'm still walking. I was just digging. I digged. What I walked that day was more than what every one of them walked. All the path that they walked could not be compared with what I actually did. The ridges that I digged, mine was so much that the people started telling my mom, come and see what your daughter has done. Oh, come and see the ridges your daughter has dig. Come and see. Everybody was shouting, only you did this. I don't think I actually did that work. I feel like probably God sent help to me. I did and did that. My mommy made a special meal for me to eat. She made a special meal for me to eat at home because of how much I worked. At the end of the day, I think we reconciled. But anyway, that particular auntie of mine, to me right now, we're kind of best of friends. We have common things together. So we're kind of best of friends now. Our leaf is ready. Let's go up to the nest. My husband wants to get away from came into the cooking video, and he was here to distract me. Although I was trying to pull him, but then instead saying I was sweating too much, and he made a promise to me. And then the next thing, he gave me a body towel to clean, to use so that I'll stop sweating a lot. So we continued cooking, and here I was trying to check if the cocoyam is called ede in Igbo dialect, if it was ready to pound. So I checked it, it was still difficult, it was still hard, so I had to add water for it to cook. So about 10 minutes later, the cocoyam was ready. So let's watch out. So here you can see I was washing the smaller mortar because I wanted to just pound the crayfish that I have. I didn't want to use blender because it was very small. I didn't have the strength to start washing the blender too. So I was just trying to manage, looking for more easier way to go about things, right? So people use blender and then they say, it's easier to use blender because it's faster. Well, I have to check and balance things for myself because blender is not easy to wash. Like, you have to be so thorough. I studied biology, and I'm very thorough when it comes to cleaning things like blender, processors, whatever it is that just make things easier. There are hidden particles that can go into these things, and then they go there and hide. So if I'm not ready to go through that thorough journey, I do not even start it at all. So I better use the easier form. I don't know if I'm being lazy, but I think pounding little things is better for me, and I even have to chop some. Sometimes I just use my knife, and since I'm good with it too, I don't know, but it makes it easier and better for me. So I checked again, and I confirmed that the cocoyam was ready now, because it's now soft. This is a simple hack on checking if your cocoyam is ready. When you put in the spoon or the fork or the knife, it's easier. It just penetrates into that food easier, and it feels soft in your hand. You can really tell that this is ready. So I just remember that I did not make much arrangement for pepper, because normally I would like to use dry pepper, but because I do not have any, I have to use red pepper. And I don't know, kudos to the farmers this season 2026. I have, so far in my life, this has been the year I got the best pepper. The pepper are so hot, like they are very hot. So I'm just giving kudos to every farmers, every thoughtful person who has planted red pepper this season. It has been the best so far. Like, you don't even need much. It was as if the farmers considered the normal the citizens of this country, the way things are very high, and then you're able to like buy small pepper, and it's enough for stew, it's enough for soup. Because I just used, I think, about 4 to 5 pieces of pepper for this whole soup, and it still tasted pepperish, like it was still hot. So I'm giving kudos to our amazing farmers all over Nigeria. You guys did so well. The pepper is amazing. Me personally, I'm saying thank you. So I prefer to slice the pepper like this. It's better for me. They're pounding it. So I'm trying to add salt into the catfish. So this is one method my mom taught me on how to remove sand from your catfish. Just add a lot of salt, and then boil your water and pour the water into the catfish, and let it be over it. Let the water be over the catfish, and allow it to rest for about 10 minutes. When you go back to it, just pick the catfish, rinse it again, and you're ready to use it. By doing that, you will not even get sand from your catfish, and it will taste salty, and it will be soft. So at this point, everything was ready, and we were almost ready to start cooking. So I tested the beef. You can see it was easy to cut. The beef was easy to cut, so everything was ready. Although it was still a bit hard, but before we're done cooking, everything will be perfect. Just a little more. So guys, let's go. So at this point, you can see that I'm trying to bring down the cocoyam because it's already cooked. So after getting it down, the next thing is to sieve it, because we need to take the hot water away from it. So we sieve. The pot was very, very hot, so I was trying to not getting myself injured, so I had to pour the cocoyam into the sieve. So I started pressing out the cocoyam, because once your cocoyam is cooked, all you need to do, especially when you get this exact species called the Anambra cocoyam, So you just press it out, although it's very, very hot. So get a cold water close to you, and then you dip your hand into it, and then you pound immediately to avoid seed from entering. And again, somebody might ask, why didn't you use your blender? Why didn't you use this? To me, this is the best way, or rather, I've not really tried using blender. That's the sincere truth. Probably one day I'll try it out. But for now, this method just makes me remember home, and it makes the food more local. And once your food is local, it tastes better because home seems to be better. So now you can see me pounding it. I pounded till the seeds were almost invisible. And the next thing that we've got to do is to add our red oil. So here my baby came visiting. They needed that motherly touch, so I had to touch them, kiss them, and told them to hold on so I get around it up. So now I've added the red oil to the thickener, and let's start cooking. So you can see. Let's start cooking. Everything we need for the soup is almost ready. Our thickener, which is the cocoyam, is ready. The leaf has been hand cut. Everything is ready. So now our cooking starts. So I'm going to be adding the crayfish into the soup right now. After adding the crayfish, I'll be adding the pepper and every other thing one after the other. So I started adding the ogiri, I think it's called the fermented pumpkin, into the soup. You can see how these people wrapped this thing. Inside the whole wrapping or the whole carton, you just find a very small tiny leaf that has the main ingredients that we need for the soup. So I think I added about 3 of the packets or the wrap into it, one after the other. So now we're adding the thickener, which is the pounded cocoyam, which I added readily, the whole mix, adding it into the soup. I'll be allowing it to cook for about 10 minutes and everything would dissolve by itself. You don't need to turn it, but here I did turn mine because I was trying to hasten up, because we all need to eat at this point in time. So I added everything. I just cut it bit by bit, so to help it and all that. So I actually did add more red oil because I just checked and I kind of knew that the soup would be needing more oil, so I added more to it. I let it cook for a while, and now we started washing the oha leaf. So we soaked it for I think less than a minute or more. So after which, we went back to the soup and I started trying to mix. This was when I started trying to melt the cocoyam to enable it. So if you check here, I did not add the catfish yet, and I've not added the other fish because I need to press this cocoyam into the whole sauce. And if I should add the fish now, it will scatter and then we will not be able to eat it. So I had to add it last so that we'll be able to see it when we need it. So I added the catfish into the soup. I added the catfish into the soup, all of it one by one. So it's time to add the Titus fish, which is the most soft fish that we have here. So we added it last. This is the part of cooking nobody shows you online. They don't show you this process, they don't show you the timing. In fact, there were still other things I removed because of how long the video was getting. But I hope you find the right audience that appreciates process, audience that sees the reality of cooking, audience that loves reality content. This is for you, and if you watch to this moment, it means that you are real, you are genuine, and people like you are wonderful. And I'm grateful to have people like you around me. Thank you so much. At this point, everything is ready, so I'll just add in my oha leaf. So when you add your oha leaf, for me, I don't like my oha leaf getting so cooked because I normally stock my fridge. We just eat once and then I stock everything into the freezer, and whenever we want to eat again, I can come and get more, so I don't let it cook too much. I'll just leave it for a while, and then that is it for the moment. So I added a lot of leaf because my husband likes oha soup when the leaf is really much. Left for me, I just like when my leaf is scanty, like it's not that much. But this is how my husband likes it, and we just have to, I don't know, somehow I'm just happy when he's happy. I'm happy when he likes the food, so somehow you just find yourself not be sacrificed. That's the word. When you love somebody, you're sacrificial. This is the least I could give back. So if he's happy about the food, I'm happy too, and you can see we're getting so close to the finish line. In fact, we are done. So this was just the extra touch I was giving to the soup. Wow, I can't believe we're here. It took so long. You can imagine how long this video is, and imagine how long it took us cooking the soup. It was an hour plus. So this is the part of the videos that you would not see outside. They will never show you this part. They won't show you the struggle. They won't show you how messy everywhere it was and is while cooking. I just want to, be as real as possible. So, and I'll be so grateful to God if this video reaches the right audience, because it took so much time, doing the videography. Oh, I tasted the soup and it was tasting so good. It was tasting so nice. And then I was like, I'm not gonna taste this alone. And I called my younger sister and I'm like, come and taste this soup. So taste it on camera, so it doesn't look like this person is just exaggerating. And she tasted it. I did not video the part when she was asking me to give her more. She was like, it tasted great. You see? So as a wife material, I had to make amala for my husband though, because I had to make amala. For me, I used fufu as my own swallow, but I just had to make amala for him, so that everything will be complete. So you can see me, trying to miss amala. My children love amala too, and we live in Lagos anyway, so everybody loves amala. So I was just trying to, do the turning. It was such a long day for us anyway. If you watch to this moment, you are my number one fan. I love you. Just comment, I watched till the end. I will note your name somewhere and I'll keep it somewhere. You're part of my success story. I love you so much. Thank you so much. And I want you to see the end of the results. So guys, this is wife material, no pass like this with my sister. You can see the whole amala thing for me, but I use fufu. My husband does not eat fufu. I don't know if you know what fufu is. Fufu means cassava swallow. He doesn't eat it, so I just have to make amala for him. Thank you so much for sticking with me. If you've watched to this moment, please do to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on your notification to receive more amazing content from us, please subscribe. Thank you.